Meet me outside, Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get it tied. Wall Street Pete, sick dough crypto. Please don't flip though. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just a gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip, take a rip. Call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip. XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. Take that shit right down to the cilium. I'ma put my fist through this shit. We're going to the moon and we're going soon. All right, the name is Walsh. Good morning, Wall Street Pete. Sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Every day we talk about this crypto news, technical analysis, and this morning, good morning, Sean. Good morning, Mr. Viral. Where have you been? Probably working his ace off, making that money, honey. Gary, good morning to you as well. But here we go right into it, right, this morning. Hit the like, hit the bell, all notification. We are at 1.45K subscribers, all-time highs. I thank you so much for all of your hard work. Watched the video yesterday, but this morning I want to talk about a few things. A lot of fun into the market, right, still somehow. But I want to talk about this. This is very important. Crypto analyst says that Bitcoin can go to 48K this year. If you watch my last video, that's exactly what I said Bitcoin can do. And 48K could come this year and get a significant retracement. But the next year's 3 years up are going to be ending green. I do believe that that is what we're expected. So you want to call me crazy? Well, call me Wall Street Pete before you do that. Node in the house. What's up, Daddy? What's up, Ricky in the house? We got the Bulls of Wall Street in the house chilling early this morning. I want to talk about some coins, right? I want to talk about some tokens, some crypto assets. I hate calling them coins or tokens. Let's talk about some crypto assets, right? They're going to make us some quick money in the month of February. And this is not financial advice, just a gentleman twice as nice. And I'm going to talk about them right now. I'm going to get them down in nitty gritty for you, Josh D. I did not miss you there. I do see you. What's up, brother? So here we go right now. A lot of fun still, though, before we get into the charts. Crypto hackers snagged a record $3.8, almost $4 billion in 2022. My head hurts. I just want 1% of that, please. If you're doing very well, hackers, if you hear me out there, we are at Sick Dough Crypto for Cash App. If you want to just send us something, we're helping everyone out here. So that is insane to hear that news. Crypto bubble this morning. We do have the daily up right now, and we do have optimism OP at almost 9% up. IMX, new to me, up 12, and Terra Luna. Lunic, as known, 10% and a little more than that. Aptos getting a little bit of some downside, which as it was probably needed to be healthy. So a lot of things going on, as you can see in the market. Algorand, if you don't know much about it, it is on a nice rare tick from the 19 cents we showed you we bought, and trading right about 26 cents. So it's looking pretty good, Algorand. I do like Algo. Litecoin finally calming down, right? $74 all the way to 100. That needed a break. A lot of these assets here taking some breaks. DY, DX also. But we're going to start and break them down now. Wall Street Pete, this is what we do, getting more into it, and that's the first one, but we're going to talk about this too. If you noticed, all this is coming in. This was this morning, the 3.3 billion or 3.8 billion stolen. Now Elon Musk is losing 104 to 200 million in crypto. And then Jamie Dimon's telling everyone, oh, no, don't buy crypto. It's worthless. It's useless. Meanwhile, he's fucking buying it. I can't help it, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like Vic Denabitito losing my mind. So the first cryptocurrency is Dent, right? That could be the Vic Debitito, you know that guy? The Italian guy. Gotta get the bread and milk. I feel like that guy who loses his temper over the cryptocurrency market. Him and I are very familiar in that kind of attitude. But what is Dent? Dent is a cryptocurrency with a very specific purpose to make roaming mobile phone calls and data usage cheaper. It was invented by its CEO, founder Taro Katajanin, as the payment method for Dent Wireless, and was launched in 2017. So we're going to check this out right now, talk a little bit about it, because this is one of the ones we did not really talk about. But this is one of my assets, and we're going to get right into it. Boom. Let's do it. All right. So here we are, Dent.
If you pay attention to it, this is it. USD chart for Binance. We're looking at a daily chart. Each candle represents a day. Now, I'm not going to do much technical analysis, so please don't get upset if you think that this is TA. This is more like price action history, and it's a matter of time before these altcoins and all this liquidity pump starts coming. I'm going to talk why I think that's going to happen. It has a lot to do with Jerome Powell's last speech that he had, and a lot of it has to do with why he was asking about let's maximize and increase the supply. And that's kind of scary because what does that mean? He wants to print money. So if we're going to get into that type of phase again, as AI is taking people's jobs over, and like, you know, he wanted to complain about taking orders and things at McDonald's, and now the machines do it for you, well, you're going to have a problem. It's going to be replacing people's jobs. They're going to have to look for new jobs, and it's going to get a little crowded in that area. So you better find something really worth learning. 0.0018 is a price after a 93% gain is where I think we're going to go and rise to about when we start kicking and grooving here. We got some resistance levels up here that we must surpass first, but I'm talking about an ultimate long term as we're moving to get the inverted left shoulder and the inverted head down here, which is what we seem to have formed. You've heard of that on this channel, and if you have, you're probably already running right now to find out where to buy it, and you're buying. I'm serious. I know that this is how these people are that follow me because I love you guys, and I would do the same shit. So we're going to have a shoulder somewhere around here, probably in this level here, and we're going to get support, build either support or major resistance under this level. What will then happen, and good morning lyric to you, cup and handles all the way through, and then we will find this type of price action, right shoulder, cup and handle, right inside a cup and handle. As you can see, this is probably a cup and handle forming right here. There's going to be some resistance coming in there. I know it's tough to see that, but that's what I'm talking about. And then eventually people are going to buy in, liquidity is going to jump into this, and we're going to get some move action because it's very low market cap right now. So Dent is one of them. Probably talk about 5 crypto assets this morning that I am buying for February, going to watch the gains, and then I'm going to sell. I'm just being very, very honest. And if we do get the March tick up, as we're supposed to maybe get a 2 run up here for 2 months, then I maybe hold a little, just dollar cost average out as I teach everybody. And, well, I really preach that. I don't teach that. I have taught it back in the day. So here we go. Next asset. I have a surprise asset we talked about that is going to pump majorly. So if you're happy for that at the end, you better get ready for that one because that's coming. And it's been doing diddly squat shit since, so you better get ready. If I call it to move, it's coming. Next asset, SLP, slow. I always say this wrong, but smooth love potion. I want to say slow. What's up, Max in the house? Check us out. We have smooth. If I say it again wrong, but I did say it right, Smooth Love Potion, SLP. Now, most of these assets look like this. I know, this sounds insane, but a lot of these assets have come back and made a name for themselves. And this is what we're talking about. We're talking about exponential gains. We're talking about massive moves to the upside that we have now found boring sideways action on. Okay, so not everything has done this, but this is what we're kind of looking to do. So they're not all going to pump at the same time. I don't know if you've ever followed altcoins or done anything in a bull market after a bear market is over, but I've had that experience back, obviously, many 4 years away. So if we pay attention, it's even more than that. It's 4 or 5. I've seen what the market has done. I get it all. We're peaking this down. We're seeing the sideways boring action. We're talking about 50% moves, and we're getting excited about them. That's not what a bull market does. So this is just the beginning of what we're talking about here on the chart. SLP, I really do like it. Really hurt a lot of people, and it really can help a lot if you're in the market at the right time. So not financial advice. Gentleman twice is nice, but I am a big believer by looking at this and breaking this all down. I would definitely just remove the drawings. I don't have anything here in history we need to pay attention to right now. But if you see here, this is what the recipe of what I'm looking for. I do have one asset that is going to the upside that has just been doing this. We're going to talk about that very shortly. Yesterday, we did talk about this. This is another one on the asset under 1 cent. Crypto asset under 1 cent that I believe can find its way back to 1 cent or to it for the first time. And as you can see here, upward W forming here on the daily. And I do like this asset very much. Adult porn pretty much is what this is. It's basically taking over Playboy, digital cryptocurrency, Taboo. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, we talked about that on the video yesterday. Check us out. We talked very much about it. This was, I don't think I have it, huh? I don't have the picture up, but I thought I did. Wow. They must have took it down, or I don't have it here and I didn't do it. But Taboo, it is a digital Playboy 2023, right? It's insane. 2020 really screwed things up and changed us. But here we are talking about exponential gains, talking about the 0.0.2. And as you can see over time, let's see where we were when the crypto market was moving. They're saying we were already over 3 cents. So, I mean, don't tell me this product, this asset can't hit 1 cent again. I don't want to hear that when we start moving in the upward direction, looking at the left shoulder here coming in somewhere, and then an inverted head already creating that right shoulder that could possibly take us to 2-3 now. So pay attention to that. We will break through that, and once we do, we will find ourselves around the 28, making some big gains here, over 100%. So don't tell me that the crypto market is over. Don't tell me that there's no money to be made. I don't want to hear it. There is money to be made. There is a Taboo Punk NFT. Thought was interesting. That's really sweet. I want to hear more about that. I'll definitely research that. Thank you, Josh. I love having you on the channel. Thank you so much for being here. That's awesome. As I love all of you for being here. All right, I think we have one final asset under 1 penny that I'd like to break down. And then after this, I will probably put them all in the title so people don't have to sit here and guess what assets we're talking about this morning. But absolutely. We're going to talk about Jasmy. Jasmy, the Japanese Bitcoin, and how I believe that not only will this asset, and this is why, this is why we sold out. If you followed us and you're a follower from 2021 and beyond, you would have known we bought this in October of 2021. We were big, and this, wow, look at this. This Binance, when it came on Binance, wasn't even here when we were talking about it. So we're older than, this channel's older than the Binance chart for Jasmy. So we do need a new Jasmy chart. That's insane. I did not know that. This chart is only good for current events of what technical analysis may happen for Jasmy, and beyond that, we need to throw this out. So please remind me, we need a new freaking chart here. This is awful. But looking at some gains here coming through, a lot of people we left with, a lot of people, even Gary asked, he said, what am I going to do, Pete? I said, well, we have to get to the 0.0058. It used to be 0.055. But what happened on the daily, it made us realize we made a new high here, giving us a new resistance level that had to surpass. And of course, what happened after we left you in 24 hours? Well, look what happened. We got resistance exactly where I adjusted my line to, telling you, hey, this is real stuff. So currently, until we break that right now for Jasmy, but I am a big believer that one day we will, and we can adjust this, we can put it down. This is how much, where the current price is and what you could possibly make if you're buying the dip. I am a big believer that that 51% move is coming rather quickly. But what I do more believe on is how quickly it's going to come. This is a big possibility. We're doing cup and handles inside a cup and handle. And for the next few months, I do believe that we're going to get some price action to the upside for sure. When was the last time that the price was falling in Bitcoin and we were stuck at 1.08, almost 1.1 trillion? It's been almost a year and change. So you have to really pay attention to what is going on, how the things are going, how the volume even. Let's pay attention to the market cap. Right now, the market cap is made up of 20% Ethereum. So, Ethereum makes up 20% of this market cap. So you got to really pay attention to that. That's a pretty big dominance market cap wise for the entire space. Now, as we know, Bitcoin will already demand almost half. And when we start demanding a little more than that, you're going to see what's going on. But these are the assets. But since you hung on and hold on viral, we could do a couple assets for you at the end, but they're not on my list. I'm just going to be honest with you. Right? Because your lips are on my list. Because your lips. Remember that song? Your lips are on my list. I don't know how the hell the words go. It's like a 1970s song. La 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 la. Dun, dun. Your love is on my list. I don't know what the hell it is. I thought it was Your Lips. Somebody help me out. That's old. Should have listened to old music. So here we go. Here it is. All right. So the moment you've all been waiting for, and I hope I didn't hurt your ears with that awful singing. That was back in the day. Gala. So ladies and gentlemen, you've been waiting patiently. XTP. We talked a lot about this asset. And I actually said that this asset, it would go boring sideways, actually would stop, and it would sell out, or perhaps at least dollar cost average. And I said, well, what would be the next price action move to the upside when we're ready to go? Well, now's the time to go. We're going to get this. I do believe this is coming, and this is my surprise asset getting ready to move next. So pay attention definitely to mention Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Big believer that XTP Tap Global is getting ready to get its next test to the upside. Could give you a couple indicators, maybe help you out here, maybe convince you. But we are coming down here through, and even on the RSI, it does get volatile and it does make upward W's to there. So most likely getting ready to retest a lot of the resistance. If you look at the gap here, even on the RSI in the fall, it has not been able to match. So we'll probably come right back through on a bounce once the liquidity or once the volume at least comes back into this. So pay attention for that to happen. Could get resistance a little lower, not maybe even match. As I'm showing you here, I expect some resistance coming in, but I do expect maybe an uptick. What could then perhaps get us ready to go through. But if we do consolidate a little more, then what will happen for this RSI on there to fall is I would see that the price would develop, break through the 16, break through the 1.5 price, excuse me, and then start making resistance here and then get ready to pull off as we're consolidating a big bull flag here. So if you went to the 4-hourly, you could definitely plead the case that this is wonderful. This is a wonderful bull flag. So I really do like this. I'm very bullish on this asset currently right now. You have not seen a video where I talked about the price getting ready to move up since we've talked about what? Since the last time it moved up this exponentially, 100% gain, and we took profits. So I said it would cool down. It did cool down right around here. A lot of people FOMO'd in, thought I was wrong, right? When I'm only 18, they're like, what is he talking about? You don't know what the fuck he's saying. And then guess what? We calmed down, built the median price is what price right now? This price, I would have to say, by the median price, right? By the time it went to the up here, and we're talking about Tap Global here, XTP, one of the gems of 2023 Pete talked about. Right here in this zone, and this bull flag is so beautiful. I've never seen a prettier bull flag in my life and the worst drawing in my life at the same time. No. But this is really like a bull flag as we get to it. The more and more I look at it, the more and more exciting I get in the action of what it's doing here. We're getting it. High volatile waves in the upward trajectory. And look at this tight action towards the up here. Like, up, I can't wait to explode. Like, it really is getting ready to happen here. A big move is coming, so get ready for this action. I want to see if we can get the new indicator I like so much on here. Let's see what happens with this. This is XTP Global. We pretty much talked about the assets that I think that are really going to move exponentially. So if you're excited about these, we can get the next couple months if Bitcoin is really moving. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin after we leave here. And two things before we leave, as Jerome Powell did announce, he wanted to print more money. He didn't say that specifically. Obviously, that would go off terrible. But he said he wanted to increase the max supply of our spending. And obviously, we know what that is. So he wanted to fix the debt. If you watched the video, he clearly said it. So XTP getting ready to go off. It'd be probably another 100% gain. So if you like jumping in these 100% gains with me while crypto is doing other things, well, this one I'm false. It's false. Okay, I'm not gonna hype you up for something that's not real here. This is about a 50% move coming here. Okay, I'll take that. I don't really care. I will take that. So that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna say this is about what we're moving to next. If you don't believe me, don't believe me just once, right? Bum 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 bum. It's been a long time since I did that. Probably blew your ear out. Aptos, I do love Aptos. It's one of my 2023s. But what are we doing here now? So now as we're getting off topic, we finished the assets. That's pretty much all what we're going to talk about here. XTP. Oh, I did want to do the isolator. All right, so I got the stochastic ATR volatility oscillator out. And this thing has been pretty much money. This has been money the whole time. So it's what it's telling me for the 4-hourly right now that we were supposed to have bought a while here and that we are getting ready to move, but we're still getting this boring sideways action that is not showing too much. This is a 4-hourly. I want to get to the daily. I want to see if we can get this. We're still on XT. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. So we're on XTP right now. And if I get to the daily, as I started off this chart, and I was just trying to tell you, this is big buy signal. Buy, 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 buy. And if you don't want, unsubscribe. If you don't like it, if you think I'm wrong, get pissed, leave. This guy, I don't know what he's talking about. I read something about increasing Social Security for 60-plus age to 2,500. Food for thought. Well, I didn't read anything about it, so I'm not going to give you any of my take on it. But what's happening right now is a lot of the AI are taking our jobs away. If you want to really get serious, if you want to get to an outside world, real life problem, a lot of people are going to be fighting for food in about the next 10 years. I'm not kidding. This is going to be like an animal house. I'm not talking about specifically the movie. We're all going to be animals. We're going to be living in a huge world of acting like animals, killing each other for food and trying to survive. I'm not kidding. There's a lot of guns out there today. There's a lot of problems we have. A lot of people who don't need them. It's my problem. Other people do good with them, but we have a lot of issues right now with this inflation, possibly a depression. People don't really know what's happening, and we're losing. And if you pay attention, look, right here, for example, Lebanon will devalue its local fiat currency by 90% overnight. What would you do, right? Because they need Bitcoin badly, and I agree with this. What would you do if you woke up tomorrow morning in your country or wherever you live, your currency was told that it just, we're not going to use it no more. We're going to go to Bitcoin, or we're going to do whatever we're going to do. It's going to hurt. So getting back to XTP Top Global, so we can end this really quickly on this particular asset. There's big gains coming still, and if you could have got in from the beginning, you could only imagine the gains you would make. So this is why I'm talking about this today. So we're going to retrace it. Here we go, going over everything. Dent, SLP, Taboo, and Jasmy are pretty much my top under 1 cent assets I'm really paying attention to in my next big move here for a crypto asset today. I would start buying and hopefully selling in dollar cost average and making my bags in 23 just to dollar cost average and make some money. I would be getting out of XTP when I hit these resistances. As you can see, boring sideways action was great. Consolidation was excellent. If you were one of those people who bought the bottom, and I'm talking about a finished candle, not where we touched. We went really low, all the way to 0.018. That's how volatility it was. It's very volatile. You can get 86% move here watching us. So another 86%. So let's get into it. On the bottom of the daily, we do have a big buy signal here. Today is February 3rd, and I'm telling you, XTP is a great time to buy. There's a huge buy signal on this chart. Not financial advice. This is gentleman twice as nice, but pay attention to that. So when we do start pumping, I do get excited. Don't take me as an ignorant prick. I just want to say exactly as predicted, or at least as predicted here. So pretty excited for that coming. I'm really excited with that. A lot of things going on right now. Cardano continuing to make headway move here. I am liking what I see for Cardano establishing. Let's get to Bitcoin really quick, though. I think it's very important. Then we can go on with your asset. So anybody who did stay with the video, I will reward you. Keep your thought in mind. What asset would you like to go over? Because when I start saying it, that's when it counts. It doesn't count before. So I want to say, hey, now's your time. And then once you start typing it, we can do that. So give me 5 minutes or less. We're going to talk about Bitcoin here. And I want to explain to people what I see happening. And maybe you can see it better here. On a daily chart, maybe it helps a little better. We haven't done much of a daily. We have a daily chart here. This is called 16 months of consolidation. ABC-like correction, falling wedge. This is Bitcoin. This is daily chart. Each candle represents 1 day. This is what Big Daddy is doing. We call it Big Daddy because this is what runs the entire market. 69,000 is our top. We already know that. But we do have a price around the 48,000 that I do believe that if we are for real, we could make this to the top here for the 2023 price. Get a huge rejection, ladies and gentlemen. Most likely, where would we retrace? Remember I said this on this date. 32,000 is the one price that I do think that we could maybe do next. If we don't hit there, 48, that's probably the next one for 23. But what I really strongly believe that if 48,000 comes, and I know a lot of people are going to say, yeah, right. I'm like, okay. You're going to really shit your pants when we're doing that, and we're retracing in 2023 all the way back down to 37, 36,000. You're going to say, how did you know that? A lot of times I don't get cocky like this, but I'm very confident for the year of 2023. I know we're going to go up and down, up and down. We're not going straight there. Very confident for the year 2023 that we're currently in, that we are going to find this to be a price touching at one point in time. I'm just saying it right now. It's a pretty ballsy prediction, but what I do believe is that we will come up. This will be the Bitcoin price, and we will hit major resistance. We will fall. But then after that, we will come down. I think we will retrace back to 37. A lot of people will be wondering where we're going next, and I do think that we could maybe touch liquidity grabs lower, but I do think that we find major support, either here or 32,000, which I have here. So let's get rid of everything else, even though I love that 28,000 price. Oh, no, I have to keep that up there. 28,000 is next. That's what's coming next, ladies and gentlemen. So I would definitely sell dollar cost average major at this price. I'm going to make this pink because this is a major problem at first. Don't believe it. Well, you're going to have to see it to believe it. I'm not going to scream in your ear, but definitely major warning signs right here at 28,000. So I will be paying attention. I'll be dollar cost averaging out majorly at that price. 21.3, I do believe we were going to touch down overnight. I tweeted it out. We can trade in the zone as long as we can, but ultimately Bitcoin, I do believe, is going to break through. Okay, now's the time. Let's do it. Who wants to talk about, this is now one of the greatest videos that is probably going to be ever to live. I'm going to have to remember this video. I'm going to take a picture, put it away somewhere, because I do believe that what I said here this morning, I'm a big believer of this. It's the bottom of my Bitcoin chart, so I'm going to save it here. And like I said, now's your time to tell me what asset you want to talk about, so you better just start typing away, because we only do it by whoever's the fastest at typing their assets. So currently right now, I have to make them different colors. We'll do orange. This is awful for it, but I don't really care. I need to show different prices. These are where we expect to go. And if we don't go to 48, I think 32 will be the top, but I don't think we're going to go there. I really do think 48,000 for 2023 is going to be the big one. So rally or amp? And no, Daddy, it's funny you say that, because you know what? I was thinking about putting it on my list, but I found out some things I didn't like much about AMP as much as all the other ones. That's why I didn't make it. Not that it's a bad one, but there are other assets with better utilization that I like a little better. So that's why I took that. And that's a lot of my things. When I purchase and I invest, I want to see the utility behind it. What is the reasoning? Why do we have this asset? Is it here just to make fun of people? Is it here just to look shiny? It's not going to do shit in the long term. All right, so let's get to it. Rally or AMP? I say let's do rally. Just because we talked already enough about coins and assets under a cent. Let's talk about something that is at a cent. And this is what I'm saying here. No bullish momentum until 0.014 price surpasses and finishes a daily. So this is actually an excellent asset to watch. This is some of the TA I gave people on Rally the last time someone asked. And perhaps maybe it was you. Who knows? But I do know a follower asked, because I don't invest in this one. But if I were to invest, this is some of the things I would pay attention to. Cup and handle forming in here on a short daily, which will then ultimately result on a bigger chart, that cup and handle. I still strongly believe right under 3 cents for the rally token, you will find yourself right about here. So let's pay attention to that. That price is still very relevant. That price action is still expected. A lot of investors see that, but what is the problem we have to surpass on a daily is the 0.014. So 1.5 cents once we finish a daily above, and it looks like we did. No, that's the wrong. I'm sorry. I do apologize. It looked like it was coming right up to here. It's 1.6. So that is incorrect, whatever that was. I just thought that that's what I had it for. We want to see, maybe that was support that was building, because it looks like support is building around there. Yeah. So what we're having here is a 1.6. So we're looking over 1.5 cent. But we need to finish a daily candle above that. That's very important to see happen. So we'll keep our eyes on that. That's very important. As you can see here, that's pretty much the rally token. What you need for it to see happen here is get this cup and handle. We're getting the cup and handle currently right now, textbook cup and handle. I'll show you if you don't see it. You have to see it to believe it, and I get that. There's your top of your cup. And here is your mini cup, and you're going to get a cup and handle inside a cup. And there it is right there is your handle. So I hope people understand and see what that is. That really is a cup. And this is a pattern for any type of trading you do. I don't make this up and say, oh, yeah, I want to love coffee. I drink coffee every day. We're going to talk about the cups. So Wall Street, Pete Sickno, and crypto. This is some of the stuff we do. We're going to talk about Gala next, and then we're going to talk about Ren. Ren seems to be something people want to get in on. So Gala Gaming. Everybody knows they're following Gala Gaming. If you're not sure and you didn't know, I have this all stuck in my brain. This is like the Pledge of the Allegiance, right? Seriously, or whatever it is, your bank account. I have it stuck in my head. Gala Gaming. Every little thing about all these assets. I don't know how far away we are for Gala Gaming. I'm looking. Partnered with Mark Wahlberg and The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Pretty exciting for that. They're going to be streaming videos off the Gala Gaming blockchain. I'm sorry, I'm looking at something. That's pretty exciting. And if I didn't say, Taboo is now run off the, they're having that digital porn we talked about, digital Playboy, run off the Engine token. How exciting is that? That's a win for Engine. So I'm happy for Engine. We're looking for Gala Gaming. Where are you, sir? Let me type it in a second. It's getting that annoying. I apologize for sitting here flying through. Gala, come holla. There's Ren. I've seen Ren enough times, huh? Gala Gaming. Are you on the bottom like I think? So what we're doing right now Looking for the resistance price where I believe we're going to break through. Obviously, you see the magical line we have here ready. This is the first line of resistance. Talking about cup and handles, speaking of cup and handles, we have it here as well. Market's all doing the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. Once the assets start really building and doing what they do, you can see this was the cup. You can see perfectly what we were doing. This is more of an ascending, looks pretty strong. I do like this, and now you see here the bull flag. And what do I talk about the most on an asset? What do I like to get into before it explodes? I like to see the asset not only be behind and lag behind, but go up and down on roller coaster ride. And this is the roller coaster ride that Gala's going to make all the way through its big cup and handle, probably on the weekly that you see. And you need to get to the weekly to see it. And once again, we're correct with that assumption here. What I'm looking at now is a 7-cent rally, and that I won't stop until we get there. Cup and handle will come all the way through and down. This is Gala Gaming. None of it's financial advice, obviously, but we are pretty accurate with our TA. That's why we are having some newer followers come in. They do like it. And most of all, it's because you're hitting the like button. So please stop right now, whatever you're doing, before we do the next asset. Please comment. If you want to hear more about your asset, we have nothing spoke about it. I can put it on TradingView. We'll do it. So right now, crypto asset, talking about Gala Gaming, almost 6 cents right now, hitting resistance currently at that area, exactly 5/8 of a cent. If you pay attention here, this is very important. You can't get above and finish a daily above the 6 cents on a weekly here. That's a problem. Even the daily seems to really follow that lead. So at 6 cents right now, we're going to pay attention to see what happens, but bigger resistance coming in at the 7. As you can see, a little history. I do believe that what happens is we can break through, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually exciting news for Gala Gaming, and we're going to go to the next one. 8 cents is probably going to be better resistance for Gala Gaming. What I expect to see happen here now as we flutter and rally across to 8 cents and change. We will probably build supports. This is actually poorly written. A long time since I've probably done Gala Gaming, or a while since I've done it. But now that we're establishing on the charts, things are starting to change here. I do expect to build support here. So building support will be a very bullish thing. Build support, very bullish. We'll just leave it at that. I see that for Gala Gaming right now. We can start building support at the 7 cents, perhaps flip resistance into support, come down with the candle to about 5 cents, right under. You'll see it pop back up another cup and handle inside a cup and handle. This is what we talk about all the time. Until the 7 cents breaks, go to about that 8, and then you're going to see here building support at that price. Don't tell me I didn't tell you. So when it starts happening and it follows all this, it's going to look like I drew it as the price was there. And it's like, wait a minute, you didn't do that. I got to come over to a video and show someone, and it just looks ridiculous. Like I'm bragging and tooting my own horn. Why? Because sometimes you got to do that for yourself. So any other asset, we're talking about REN, R-E-N, and then we're done with the video. It looks like no one else is in the comment section for the super chat that I see. But we're talking about REN right now. Let's get to it for my man, viral videos. Let's see, REN. I believe REN was a very good project. Layer 1, I believe, in the first bull run that, the last bull run that occurred, was pretty nice. I did see that. Why are there so many tokens? Can I ask that question? I know that a lot of these assets, they do things that, are very important, very different. But don't you start to see the trend here? There's too much. It's like people, right? When there's too many people, you start wondering who's good, who's bad. And that's pretty much where we're at right now with the crypto world. So I know I passed REN. This is awful. Close your eyes if this hurts here, because it's hurting my eyes. Raven Coin. Avalanche. Basic Attention Token. Anchor. I'm just going through them because I'm getting annoyed. I don't see REN. Chili's, right? Farm. Quantum. XRP. Wow. GRT. That's a good one. Graph. Wi-Fi. I guess we're not... There it is. Thank the Lord. So REN is 10 cents. Woo! Yeah, that was a fun one. I would have left too. All right, so... render. He's saying render. Okay, thank the Lord. Right now on the daily, it seems like REN is a good time to buy for this oscillator. I'm a big believer in this oscillator. Telling you for the daily chart is a good time. More on the short term, it's saying you could get some high volatile waves. We're already pumping, so we'll probably get a little lower and then back to the up. I see what's going on here, but... let's see what the weekly and the monthly looks like. Ooh. So right now, looks like right now is a good time to hopefully get this. It's showing us, I do believe in this oscillator. It's amazing, this thing. And as you can see here, every time we were down and every time we jumped up, the price was moving in that in that exact movement, almost like the RSI, but I believe this is a little better than that. I really do like this a lot. So right now, currently, if I bought at the bottom here, as you can see, it comes up and spikes through. It doesn't tell you how much, but the further of the long-term time frame you get, the better it's looking. But here we go. How many times can you get an opportunity to say, hey, it's like you ever have deja vu dreams, right? You go back to sleep and then you dream it again. It's like being in the cryptocurrency in 2020 or 2021 and being like, shit, I wish I bought Ren. Man, I really wish I bought that. I was here. I didn't buy it. But man, I really wish I did that. And then like you go to sleep, right? Or go back to your regular world again. And then it resets. And then it does it again. But you don't buy it again. You know who you need to slap upside the head? Yourself. So we'll leave it at that. There's not much I could do on Ren. As you can see, it's a great time to buy. I can give you a spot where I think resistance is going to hit, where we could possibly sell out at, and that's most likely somewhere around this range. And I don't want to be too quick with it on it for you, but right now, currently, we're looking at resistance to support building, and the next time that we get to a high level of that magnitude is right about here, and that's not a big uptick, and I do expect it to either build support or resistance at that price. So enjoy it. I would love to go over every asset people want to go over. This is about where you'll be. I'm just laughing because this is the truth, right? A lot of people, they sit there, they bitch, oh, I wish I could do it again. And then they get the representation again, and they don't do it. They were just talking shit. And that's what we do. Now, the people who want to be successful, the people who are going to make money, people who are tired of doing the same stupid mistakes that they've done in the past, they'll do the opposite. They'll buy it this time. And a lot of other people who say, fuck it, I'm not going to buy, they'll wait till we're about right here, until we get a big double top twin tower like thing. And then what'll happen once we get a double top like this is I show you the biggest double bottom M in the world happening, as people won't be ready for that when I tell you it's coming. You won't be making money down here. You won't be making money up here. You'll be doing the opposite. You'll be selling. You'll be watching somebody like BitBoy Crypto or some jackass nerd. I don't want to say his name so bad, but I'm not going to. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, when you hear titles that say reset, this couldn't have been any more of a reset example in my life that I've ever seen. So looking at the bottom RSI levels, if I could have bought each time on the bottom, every time on the bottom, as you can see all the way up here, when it tells me this is a bottom, this is a bottom, this is a bottom, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a repetitive downward slope like this, so we can buy down here and just accumulate. And once you do, eventually you're going to get to these peaks, and you're going to look at Ren over at 48 cents, and we're going to all be laughing. We're all going to be going, ha, 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 ha. Remember when we bought it all the way down at 6 cents? Ha, ha, ha. Like, it's going to be conversations like that. People are going to actually learn. More and more people are going to get to that state. Let me tell you right now, when Jerome Powell comes out with a speech and starts talking about that we need to see if we can vote, or whatever he said exactly, I don't want to quote his word for word, but what my listening ears heard was that he wants to raise the cap limit of our spending, meaning let's print more money. And I think we remember what happened. We put ourselves in that situation because a lot of people are going to lose their jobs coming in this 2023, 2024. A lot of jobs are going to be sliced in half by AI alone. AI is a ninja. So if anybody asks you, what is AI? It's a ninja. It's a ninja. It's an American ninja. It is slicing American jobs everywhere. It should be a movie called AI the Ninja. So if you want to be creative and take that before I patent it, go for it. But this is real talk in a funny type of way, honestly. It's what we're dealing with right now. It's a real thing. Chat GDP, you can't even do an essay no more without fucking cheating. It's scary. It's really scary. I would want to be a teacher today. Now, they developed, I don't know if you heard the newest news about Chat GDP. They developed a system that less likely, most likely, and highly likely that you used ChatGDP for teachers to use ChatGDP. Like, could you imagine? What? So, you're going to get a grade based on most likely you did so fucking good, you did it to ChatGDP standards. So, if you're too smart, now we're going to question it. Like, how about we just stop them? Stop, please. Stop whatever we're doing. Stop immediately. Put up the stop sign. Stop. Long story short of it all, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. I don't know if you've seen already, there's a waitress in China, robot AI, collecting and serving food already. Probably don't even have to tip the robot. Long story short, a lot of people are going to be hurting if you don't start investing while it's low, while we start getting some times where we're going up. You're going to be hurting big time. We already know what's happened. We're down 90%, 95%. Now we're coming up 60%, some of them 40%. Is this a bull market? I know a lot of people really want to know the answer. We got to get to about 48K. And then if we do so, and we start breaking through the 40,000, I do believe that this is something that everyone's going to open up their eyes. Big institutions are not going to be able to help themselves. A lot of people are waiting for 50K. Would you believe that? Would you believe, and this sounds very unintelligent to me, big institutions, some big investors are waiting for Bitcoin to get back to 50K so it can show a little more stability. Could you imagine that being your strategy? Could you imagine? If you're planning on getting it in at that high of a price, why don't you get in at the low price and see what happens there and do a little bit in dollar cost average? You know why? Because they're numbnuts. They don't know. I'm going to scoop some Gala and Ren and some Taboo. All right, well, I hope this works out for you, but make sure when you do this, make sure you dollar cost average in. It's one of the most important things you could do. We haven't done Dogecoin in a while. Perhaps in the next video, we will be active pretty shortly here and there as the market, once the market gets back to the altcoin flex, like I plan on seeing this month. I do expect February to be a very good month. Remember I said this. Doesn't mean that we couldn't come back down after February or March. We can fall drastically, so please. But ever since Jerome Powell opened up the floodgates, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot stop a running train. You have to remember that. And God forbid this guy starts printing money. Oh boy. So Dogecoin, we'll put that on our list for perhaps the next asset we do talk about. That would be pretty interesting. I'm expecting 23,100 Bitcoin to really hit a support there. If not, 22.8 will be my line in the sand, and I will be buying a little bit at 22.8, and I will be expecting a major bounce from there. I expect Bitcoin to keep moving and get its next leg up. So if you're here at the end of the video, enjoy that little tidbit of information. Have a wonderful day. Wall Street, Pete Signo, and crypto. It is Friday. I'll see you, my friends, until the next video. Please, if you did not hit the like button, now is the time to make sure you do. I am asking you, please check it out. Hit that like button. Please, it's so important. I'll pay attention to the comments after the end of this video. All the comments become printed. I'll be able to see your proof. I'll be able to see your comment. I will get back to you. Make sure it's me. Talk to you soon.